Hello, Tommy. Thank you for joining us this evening at Useless News. My name is Bill Smith. I'll be your interviewer today. We're going to go through a very quick fire update for the people of San Andreas, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. To get things going, if the state was to give you $1 million and forced you to put on an event, what would you do?
Um, if I'm being forced to put on an event, I guess it would have to
Against your
be
will, of course.
yes. I guess it would have to be something like, "Hey, we did it. It's the end of the term. We made it." Um, it would be something to boost the morale of the people. It would probably be held just before we get ready to start holding the elections for the new Congress. Um, get people pumped for um, new candidates, new representatives, potentially returning representatives, and just that would be the event that I put on. We survived the 10th Congress.
Let's say that needs to be an achievement in itself, surviving the 10th Congress. To move on to the next one. So, Tommy, as a state rep, what are you actually working on at the moment?
Currently, I am working on a handful of bills. There are two that I would be more open to talking about right now that are more in line with being ready for public consumption, or at least to be discussed publicly. Um, and that's an amendment to HR 201, which is in and of itself a constitutional amendment. Um, and that's basically fixing the and updating the list of executive departments. Um, it's currently outdated. This was something that was brought to my attention from the San Andreas Fire Rescue. They uh, asked for me to look into something that led me to notice more inaccuracies. It lists SAS as a um, department within the executive, and SAS no longer exists. And for those who are new to the state, and those who haven't been here long enough to know, such as myself, I had to look up what SAS was and ask around. And SAS is the San Andreas Security Service. They used to be responsible for security at courthouses, the hospital, and the prison. Uh, uh, they don't exist. They've been replaced by the Department of Corrections, and they don't exist according to this list. So it's as simple as flopping those two, or not flopping, flipping those two, um, and removing SAS and replacing it with DOC. Uh, that's the gist of that. I'm also looking through to see if there are other things that aren't as accurate as they should be it uh, new laws that aren't reflected within the Constitution itself, or that might have made a minor change, but the Constitution doesn't reflect that minor change yet. So um, that's a project of mine that I'm working on loosely connected to 201. Um, Another thing is a roadside action bill that is currently being worked on in collaboration with a few departments, two of which are the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. They um, are the ones that reached out in regards to this legislation, but it's an issue that is going to affect everybody. So I've reached out to not Sam's, Saffer, the San Andreas Fire Rescue. They are uh, open to working on this, and I need to reach out to Public Works and show them the current iteration of this bill before I can bring it to. Uh, I can propose it officially and have it uh, something that the public can review and share their thoughts on. I think it's an important bit of legislation that I hope the people see a need for, because it not only affects our first responders and our roadside workers, but it also affects members of the public. Uh, and stuff, because all it takes is one miscalculation to take a simple my tire is flat, or oh no, my engine is out, to lead to a catastrophic failure and loss of life. um so that's my goal with that bill. um and we'll see how that goes.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for that quick update, Tommy. Final question for you. We've had a lot of questions come through regarding a conspiracy within the government. We thought you might be able to help us with this one. People want to know, Tommy, what's underneath your cowboy hat?
A lot more white hairs than were there when I got elected. No, there's nothing underneath the hat. It is just my hair. Um, I actually wear the hat because I am originally from Texas. I am proud of where I came from. I am proud of the people who raised me. My hat is just a way to feel connected to my home, uh, and remind me where I came from. Not hiding
Fantastic.
anything underneath it.
Well, we're glad to hear that there's nothing shady going on underneath the shade of your hat. But thank you very much for joining us today, Tommy. And if anyone's interested, we've got the long form podcast if you'd like to know anything more in detail about anything discussed in this quickfire interview. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.